Hello, my name is Jumbles Gaming and welcome to Expeditions Viking. I remember watching someone play this a long time ago and thought, why not give it a chance? So here we go. Okay, here we go. We're not doing Iron Man, I already know that for sure. So we got easy, medium, hard, insane. Leifer, Eriksson, Iver, Binlazi, Ragnar, Lodbrok, Elkir, Bloodox. I think we're gonna roll with easy because I have no idea how to play this game. Okay. Okay, so we gotta make our main character here. Let's go with, I don't know. Let's also, I need to set up the clock real quick. Let's do that real quick, like. Timer. Let's do 35 minutes. Anyways. I want to think of a name that starts with a J. Just because, you know, Jumbles. You know what? I got it. Jeb. Son of... Thorolf? Arnstein? Stein? Helgi? Thorolfer? Thor... Nefstein? Agvalder? Asbjorn? I think Asbjorn. Let's pick our character first before we do it. So if we're doing it based off me, I would be considered a large boy in this. Anyways, I wish there's a way to zoom in, because my blind self needs to be able to get a better vision. Shaven, stubble, I'd say shaven. Goatee, probably. I think we're gonna roll with the short. My hair's longer than that, but close enough. Leather, fancy, fur-lined, tunic, simple. I think leather. Leather looks fine. Bracers, light sleeves, bear, heavy sleeves, bracers, light sleeves. I think bear. I like short sleeves. In fact, I'm wearing no sleeves right now. Cloth shoes, boots, sandals, wrappings, cloth shoes. Probably boots. Ah, there we go. That's the color we're looking for. And then maybe a, white or black? Or I guess technically it's gray. It's a grayish black. But also, we pasty up in here. Hair color, yep. That's about that color brown. Give or take. Eye color blue, yep. What portrait? None of them look like me, so let's just go with the closest one. None of them, but that one's closest, I guess. And then probably... Or would we rather flip these? I like that flipped better, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. There we go, lads. Can we reduce? Oh, we can. Awesome. Sense. Sense affects mental resistance and stamina. Sense is fundamental to witches, skalds, and other support characters and can often be used for persuasion in dialogue. Perception. Probably not me. Determines accuracy with ranged weapons. Perception is crucial to archers. Often reveal additional information during dialogue. Bring that down one. Determines base damage with knives and spears. Critical chance with all weapons. Finesses. Fast-handed rogues can occasionally be used for surprise attacks and dialogues. Let's bring that down a little bit, because I'm not the most shifty person on the planet. Endurance. Yep. Strength. Yep. Determines base damage with axes and swords. And effects. Physical resistance. Strength is essential for warriors and will occasionally enable knockouts and other physical feats in dialogue. Determines hit points. Base damage reduction, block chance with shields, and affects stamina. Endurance is of utmost importance to frontline fighters. Okay. I think we're going to increase strength and sense. If I'm understanding it correctly, that is. Let's do that. Perception 5. Maybe not necessarily for the vision, but accuracy with ranged weapons. I'm not horrible at ranged, so I'll boost that up. Finesse, yeah, it's fine. And we'll increase sense one more time, I guess. I think that's fair. It's hard to tell because there are certain traits I wish that could have been a thing. Okay, weapon skill, offensive skills, passive skills, adrenaline junkie, fortune favored, good patient, avenger, nimble, opportunist, hardened, backstabber, bloodthirsty, dodge, evade, low profile, night owl, fencer. I can be a night owl. Relentless, quick feet, thick skin, strider, steady hands, nope, sneak attack, opportunist, sexist. Oh no! Oh my gosh. So we got constitution, house for infections, cooking, crafting. We'll upgrade that. I actually know a decent amount of crafting. Diplomacy, boink boink. Guarding, I don't know, tinker, scouting, pairing, preserving, hunting. I have a basic understanding. Heavy sleeper, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's me quite a bit. Oh yeah. Galder? Healing, leadership. Yeah. Protect, spot traps, witchcraft, taunt, tactical move. I'm gonna leave that for now. Anticipate opening, charge, cripple, dual wielding, feint, interpret, rebuck, stun, throwing, axe, bow, Thegn axe, knife, shield, sling, spear, sword, unarmed. Oh, it's 100 points to upgrade it further. Holy crap. Let's upgrade leadership one more time. I think that's... Unless one of these things only costs 2. Not these, but these. 4. 6, 9, 6. 6, 9. I think that's good for now. Is that a knife we have? Fair. I think that's about it. Finish creating character. You haven't spent all your skill points? Can't. Are you sure you want to continue? And B, you can assign any leftover skill points later. Yes.
Your father was a great warrior and a good husband, but he was not a strong chieftain to his clan. As he travels to join his brothers in the halls of Valhalla, you must take his place. Our clan is beset by petty squabbles. Some amongst our people would contest your claim to leadership, as they saw discord our neighbors plot against us. Gather your most trusted clansmen. Together you will face dangers which none can predict. You will be challenged on your leadership, your resolve, your wisdom. Build a ship and take your housecarls across the sea. Power and strength for our clan must be sought outside the Norselands. If you show yourself to be bold, the gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
Sounds sick, yo. Yeah, I was gonna do the Conquistadors one first, but I saw something about clans, like actually being able to manage your clan, so I was like, yo, that sounds sick. That sounds sick, yo. Loading, loading, loading. Here we go now. Do 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 do. Add me Odin in my effort to bind the struggles of a bygone time as glimmering light on glass. It is the evening after your father's funeral. Okay. When you close your eyes, the image of his blazing ship shimmers in the dark behind your eyelids. It's not a common ritual this far south, but your mother, Estradir, who hails from the land of the Geats, insisted on it. All the Thegns of the neighboring clans have come to attend your feast in his honor. Your father may not have been the most successful Thegn, but as a warrior he commanded the respect of many. The guests are filing into your longhouse. The Thegns... Is it Thegns or Theans? Enter first, each trailing a modest group of warriors. Your mother leans in to whisper a few words of advice before she takes her seat. Estradir, you should greet each of the Theans before the feast begins, but listen well to their words. Few of them would benefit from making the smooth a transition. It would be important to know where they stand. Okay. Sounds sick, yo. So let's go talk to him. Your elder brother, Rurik, always had a pentagram music. He looks up and gives you a warm smile as he approaches you. Gott gewillt, brother, Rurik grins. I mean, my honored Thegn. How do you feel? Let's go with 1. I'm well, Rurik. I know our father is in Valhall now. Rurik smiles. You can barely hear his soft voice over the din of the feast. I'm certain he is. Odin would have been a fool not to accept a warrior like him. How has everyone treated you? Let's not be aggressive, and let's keep talking to him, because he's our brother, and this is a tough time for both. Everyone knows you are a better warrior and a stronger-willed man than I. Nobody wants me as their Thegn. Is it Thegn? I don't know. Tell the truth, I think our clansmen are almost as relieved as I am that you took on the mantle. I have to go and be a good host. I'll talk to you later. Just use the old signal if you need help to get out of a conversation with one of the other Thegns. End dialogue. Let's talk to son Halfdner, son of Solmundar. Halfdner is a Thegn of a slightly larger clan that borders your lands to the east. He wears a solemn expression and nods heavily when you approach him. Asbjorn is in Valhall now. Jeb. Jeb/Yeb. There is no doubt about it. He died doing what he loved. But while he feasts among the heroes, you're left back here to sort out the pieces. You've got your work cut out for you. What do you mean? Your father managed to make quite a few enemies in his time, most of them among his own clan. If you'll permit me to be honest, he never paid one speck of attention to the wishes or needs of his people. Okay. Surely you're not expecting your claim to leadership to go uncontested. I'll say I'm the rightful Thegn. If anyone thinks otherwise, we'll sort out the traditional way. Good. Worse problems than this have been solved at the tip of a spear or the edge of a blade. May the gods favor you if it comes to that. Thank you. Halfdner empties his mug of mead in a single gulp, then slams the mug onto the table and calls to a thrall. Okay, so Thegn and thrall for a refill. That's Holdrir Jokelson. Skull Cleaver. What a beastly name. Skull Cleaver is a Thegn of Yelling. If it's not gelling and it's yelling, that's funny. Which borders your area. Gelling/yelling, I don't know which it is a large territory, and Skull is one of the most powerful Thegns in Jutland. Is it Jutland or Jutland? I don't know. Yelling has prospered under his rule. Skull pushes himself away from the table with his foot, the chair making a grinding sound across the wooden floor. Yebe, my boy, so sorry to hear about your father. If there's anything the people of Yelling can do to aid you in these trying times, don't hesitate. That's very kind of you, Thane Skull. Of course, we must all stand together against the Frankish threat. Tell me, what are your plans for this place? How will you lead this? How will you lead your clan? Expanding our defenses sounds like a great start. You really are Asbjorn's son, aren't you? Just take care not to lose touch of your people's needs and your eagerness to defend them. You can find a balance. I'm sure you know how I fought with your father many years ago. We were much of a similar inclination, he and I. That's interesting to hear. That man had a real taste for battle, not like his brothers, mark my words. Yebe, true bonds are forged in battle, not bound in blood. He came to me for advice before he mounted his last journey, on account of my ties to Kwapang. Kawapang? I don't know how to pronounce it. I should have warned him better about what he was getting himself into. He should have stayed here and minded his clan. Don't judge your father too harshly, young man. He was true to his nature, if nothing else. That's something we must all aspire to. But I've taken too much of your time already. I know you have other guests to entertain. Perhaps we'll talk later after a bit more mead. Okay, Skull nods more to himself than to you and turns his attention to the food on the table. Okay. And Ragnhildur the White. Ragnhildur the White is the most influential of your guests. As the vassal of King Sigurdur Hringer, she is the current ruler of Denmark. She has come from the trade hub of Ripe. I know that because I've played Mountain Blade Viking Conquest. Ripe, Reap, to the south where she presides as Jarl. Okay, so J is a Y sound because that's Jarl. I know that's Jarl. It was a beautiful ceremony, Yeb. I extend my condolences for your loss on behalf of Ribe and of the king. I must tell you, I advised him not to seek out the isles across the sea. Or are they talking about England? I think they're talking about England. That's what would make the most sense if they were talking about England. Anyways, we've all heard the stories of unprotected coasts and their treasures, but there is more danger than the rumors let on. I'm not surprised they claimed his life, but I'm glad at least he died with a sword in his hand. I think 2. Thank you for accepting the invitation. We are honored that you could make it. Of course, your father's sword will be missed in our struggles against the Franks. Did you know Asbjorn well? I knew him as a warrior. We fought together on Brevalier, and he struck me as a shrewd tactician. When your king needs you, I hope that you will serve him as well as your father did. I will serve. You have my word. My father taught me everything he knew about combat. My warriors and I fight for whomever can offer the best reward. I see no reason I should fight for King Sigurdur. I will serve. You have my word. I'm glad to hear it. Our king will not forget those who aid him in battle. If you'll excuse me, I must do the rounds and enjoy the feast. The old shield maiden smiles. She gracefully slides back into her own seat, whereupon she spears a large piece of chicken with her knife and dumps it onto her plate. Let's talk to Navja Holmendottir, so the daughter...
There you are. The feast seems to be off to a good start.
Oh, she actually has voice acting. Oh, so the daughter of Holmenar. Because Dotter and Sun, like Bjornsson. Son stands for the son of. Dotter is the daughter of. If you didn't know. I mean, it's kind of obvious. But I find that fascinating. I actually like that idea. There you are. The feast seems... Oh, Nefya is one of your oldest friends. Your families have always been close, and you grew up together in the village. She just finished pouring your mother a mug of meat. So, I wonder if they're actually going to ever have marriages like this in... like you would in a real historical situation. Makes me wonder. The feast seems off to a good start. It's nice to see you out of your armor for once. Nefya snorts sarcastically. You've seen my sister in this dress before. Surely that's the same. Continue. She closes her eyes and rubs the bridge of her nose with a finger. God, she was so excited to see me like this. I'll never hear the end of it. Where is Yefura? A sardonic undertone creeps into Nefya's face. A voice. My poor sister has a fever again. She has such a frail constitution. All this wet cold is hard on her. Mother stayed home to take care of her. What do you think of our guests? Your fellow Thanes are certainly a proud and graceful bunch, even as they plot to murder you and take our lands. You think that poorly of them? Oh, I'm sure not all of them are actively planning to kill us. I have a weird feeling about Skull, though. I doubt they call him Skull Cleaver for no reason. Fair enough. Halfdanr plays the lovable old grump, but I know he's had his eyes on our harbor for years. Ragnhildur, I'm not so sure about. She probably has nothing to gain from destroying us, but she's little more than Sigurdur Hringer's appendage, and who knows where he stands. Let's talk later. I have to be a good host. Good luck and watch your back. How come they only read her first line? Ketil Cole Bjornsson. Bjarnarsson.
Busy entertaining your guests?
Ketil is standing off to his side, holding a horn full of mead. The young hunter appears to be watching the feast with a faintly amused expression, and as he nods respectfully when you come near. Busy entertaining your guests. As busy as you'd expect. Why are you over here by yourself? Trying to decide who to pick a fight with. I want this feast to be memorable, and nobody tells a story of a feast without a fight. He winks conspiratorially. Jokes aside, have you seen Huskarls over there in the corner? Oh, jeez. Hroldgarda and Skaki. I've heard stories about them. Nefja seems to be expecting trouble too, so I've decided to go easy on the meat and keep an eye out. I appreciate that. It never hurts to be careful. He throws his head back slightly towards Aslafir. Speaking of which, keep an eye on the big lug back there. He and his friends have been putting their heads together all night. I think he might be playing something. I'll keep an eye on him. Might as well. Even if he's family, I gotta keep an eye on him. It is a very... hold up real quick. Quest marker. Talking to the other thing is not mandatory, marked by silver. Yeah, okay. Pretty fair enough. Leave the watch to me. This is your feast. You should relax and enjoy yourself. I'll alert you if something happens. I appreciate that, but I'm still gonna keep my eye. Elsfir is a distant cousin. Leadership of the clan has moved between your side of the family and his for generations. He's known as a skilled warrior and a hard worker. Elsfir sits with his two close friends. Ah, so if it moves between the generations, he might be thinking it's his family's time to take charge.
Our condolences on the passing of your father. At least he died the way he would have wanted. He will be feasting with the gods tonight.
He looks up to you when you preach his end of the table. Neither of his friends acknowledges your presence. His tone is respectful but slightly cold. Thank you. I hope there is no bad blood between us. Might as well say it. Usfleer seems to consider this for a while before playing. It's no secret I didn't agree with how Asbjorn ruled our clan. Bearing this in mind, I don't see what gives you the right to succeed him, but this feast is in his honor, and I will not insult his memory here, nor will I challenge your claim to leadership. Thank you for keeping these things separated. Elsfear simply nods once, then he returns his attention to his companions. I'm still cautious of you, but I appreciate the sentiment. Is there anyone else I need to talk to? Alright. Time to sit in our seat and get this party started, yo. Oh, not that kind of party, is it? Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and the freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. Oh? You're listening to Nefya's usual complaints about her mother when Ketil perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some pieces of pottery crashes against the ground and men begin to shout. Oh. In short order, the door flies open and the doorway is filled up by Otar Erlingson, sword in hand outside. You see his brother standing over the prone form of Ketil. Oh. Otar looks around the room with disgust. What a splendid feast for such a shoot crap Thegn. Otar's gaze stops at you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Yeah, but your father had its chance to earn our respect and you wasted... Wait, how did I waste it? You mean they? Because if we're talking technicalities, I haven't had a chance to lead, so it would be they, the family, not me. But whatever. Come outside and defend your honor, or we will burn this hall to the ground. Nefya jumps up to her feet, already holding her knife. Her voice seethes with disgust. Otar, you miserable drunkard! How dare you attack your Thane's honor during his own feast? Your family will pay for this. Otar has turned his back on you and is already walking outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in to whisper in your ear, "You have to handle this. If the other Thanes think we're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honor, stay here. I will handle Ndingar." The shield maiden shakes her head. "The drunken fool is here for a fight. I think we'll actually have to kill him this time." I'm gonna talk to her real quick. Oh, she's following.
Kettle is all right.
Okay, we gotta choose a weapon. I'm thinking probably an axe or a sword. Oh, I can take all though. Simple knife. Our shield. Oh wait, that was our bow. Our shield. There we go, we're set. And let's go outside. When your herdsmen become incapacitated during combat, the longer they stay down, the higher risk of an injury. I assume we'll be able to win this fight, otherwise what's the point of having this be the first fight? Just saying. Unless you're supposed to lose. Or you can continue if you lose. Has to be one of those three, so let's go, laddies. Most of the guests can follow you outside and form half a circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other Thanes muttering amongst themselves. Nefia runs over to Ketil to help him back on his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down to his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1. This is what the sons of Erlinger Thorngson consider a fair fight. Otar's brother, Tose, sneers. He sounds drunk. "Shut your mouth, woman! Hey, it's 2020. He started. I have diplomacy, so I'm going to probably look at that. Because I'm not going to try to fight for no reason. Go home, you fools. I know our families have never been on good terms, but if we spill each other's blood tonight, the killing will never stop." In the back, the youngest of Erlinger's sons, Are, is looking increasingly distraught. "He's right, Otar. This is not what Father would want." Otar groans with irritation. "It doesn't matter what Father wants. We're here now. There's no going home with our honor." Nefia, "Nothing about this is honorable." Alright, "I should have never come here with you." "I agree. Good job, lad." Otar, "Then run, Alright. Run back to the farm like a coward. We'll deal with Yebe ourselves." Ari's eyes flicker between you and his brothers. Dejected, he takes 2 steps back, then turns and walks away. What is he doing? Okay, he's gonna get he's gonna get it eventually. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What is he doing? Oh my gosh. What are you doing, bro? Walks away. Otar's gaze never leaves you, and his hand clenches around the grip of an axe. Okay, he eventually got it. Oh, there we go. If you crave fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Your father know you're here destroying his name? I'm gonna ask that. Otar shifts his weight restlessly as he regards the Thanes assemble. He does not, but he will be proud of us when Aslafir is finally our Thane instead of you. Ooh, Aslafir, you've gone too far, Otar. There is no honor in this. I must take Yeb's side here. Thank you, Aslafir. Aslafir, I appreciate you. For a moment, confusion mixes with fright in Otar's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all, then I'll be Thegn. Bro, what? You crazy fool. Bro, you are outnumbered now. I'll go for Otar. Good job, fam. Can I attack again? So, what does yellow mean? I assume that means I can move, but I can't attack. So let's stay here. And let's switch to Nefia. And she'll attack. Ooh. Get him. And then we'll have Kitel fight Otar as well. Ooh, got him. We're going to have you back up a little bit. We're going to have you go here. Just so he has to go around to get me. Because if I die, that's pretty much game over. And we'll have Aslafir attack Tose. And then we'll end the turn. Wait, who are you? Aslafir, take him out. One-on-one, I think you dominate him.
Like all who face me.
And then go there. Okay, and then you go attack this dingus. And then we'll have homie G here snipe. And then if you can hit him, that would be amazing. But if you can't, that's fine. Can you? If not, we'll be fine, but... Oh, your spear can reach him. Oh, he's done for. We won. Let's go. Let's get it. Didn't even get a hit on us. Combat results new injuries. Ketil had existing injuries, but that's fine. You'll see any items still equipped. Here you will see all the items equipped by each character. Any items that lost their ability during the fight will be indicated by a red arrow. None? Cool. Except Otar Erlingson lies on the frozen earth in a small pool of his own blood. His blank eyes gaze at the sky. Alright, he's now going to be the only one that can inherit if they're all dead. The only brother who made it through this alive is slowly getting to his feet. He looks at his dead brothers with a distant shock in his eyes. Nefia regards the aftermath of the fight with a mixture of disdain and sadness. What do we do with him? Who are we talking about? Who's surviving? If we're talking about Ara, I think he's fine. Let him go. We'll deal with him another day. The farmer picks up his weapon and leaves dejectedly. His pride has suffered tremendous blow tonight, but he poses little threat now that he stands alone. Your guests look on with solemn expression that don't reveal what they think of this act of mercy. Anyone who has a dispute with me can observe our customs and challenge me to a duel, but I will not be ambushed at my own feast. Aslafir steps forward. He looks not the least tired from the fight. I support you here tonight because Otar and his brothers were out of line. It is not the way of our clan to kill each other in drunken brawls. I agree, and if you want to challenge me, that's fine. Yebe, son of Asbjorn, I challenge you to a duel for the position of Thegn. You know what? I respect you. I respect that. An excited murmur arises among the guests. Kittel mutters in his voice too low for anyone other than you and Nefia to hear. Can you believe this? Big you, Sonia? I don't know what that means, but I don't agree, because I think he was right. It's his right to issue a challenge. His timing could be better, though. I said anyone who wants a challenge is fine. I accept your challenge. We'll meet on Holmgang Island at noon on the morrow. May the gods favor you. And you as well. Whoever deserves to be king, or whoever deserves to be Thegn should be Thegn. That's how I believe. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Jumbles. You've been amazing. And as always, deuces.
If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would